Hi everybody, this is Trish from Art Journal Junkie. Happy Easter to those who are celebrating. I had such a lovely day yesterday. Apart from eating lots of chocolate, I spent the day working in my journal. I'd had a bit of a tough week, and so originally I started off writing down some thoughts in a journal, and I was going to do what I call my smash technique. That's when I write down and I smash it all away by stamping over it and putting paint and then making something absolutely beautiful so that I forget whatever it is that had annoyed me or upset me the week before. So here I am writing in my diary, and I'm going to speed it up because really you don't need to know everything that I wrote down. I'm sure it's not very interesting, but you'll see that here I stamp down and I smash, and I'm using a beautiful stamp that I really love, and what that does is it just brings a little bit of relief to me. So now I'm using my fingers. I find finger painting is really good for the soul, and I can smash it in and get rid of all those nasty thoughts that I had. But anyway, this is supposed to be a time of excitement and beauty in the Christian lifestyle. So while this originally started off as something that I was smashing down, I took a look at this page yesterday morning, and that was Easter Sunday, and I thought, I've got to do something with it, something that brings about a wonderful feeling of joy and peace and love. So this is the end of my smashdown. Now I'm going to take a breather, and I'm going to let all of this wipe itself out of my memory, and I'm going to start writing myself a beautiful message on the other side of my journal. And again, I'm going to color over with some paint. This time, however, I haven't done any smash down. I'm enjoying it, I'm being free, I'm using the same colors and adding a little bit to the other side as I go along. I'm using a home cut stencil here. It's a design I found on the internet. If you go and Google stencils, you'll find some lovely free designs that you can use. And I cut this on my Silhouette Cameo. Now I've put down some blue and white paint, titanium white, and I'm picking up randomly bits of the blue and the white, adding them through the circles and the stencil, and then when I'm finished doing that, I turn the stencil over and transfer the reverse image onto my page as well. I found a picture of this beautiful snow hare on the internet, and I printed him out onto my color printer along with a funky Easter bonnet. Also found, just use Google. If you're looking for images, use Google, use graphics, cut pictures out of magazines, or whatever it is you want. But anyway, I found this bunny and I thought he was rather cute, and he had a bit of an attitude as he looks backwards. So I cut him out along with this hat, which I just thought was absolutely delightful. And initially I was going to leave his ears free. As you can see, I've put the hat at a really jaunty angle because I think he's quite a fun bun. And then I brought his other ear forward. Now you'll see I crease into each of my images, and that's just because when the book gets opened and closed, I don't want it to break at all. Now I've got this funny tool that I use, I don't know where I got it, but you can use a credit card or an old gift card as well. Just make sure that you've spent what's on the gift card first, okay? So I bring Bunny's ears out, and with my gel medium I apply everything down onto my page. I've added all the Easter eggs a little bit down from the hat because he's going to be an Australian bunny. I'm South African, but you know, a lot of people think that we're Australian because we have similar accents, I believe. Anyway, I'm going to put his Easter eggs hanging down off his hat, so he's a bit of an Australian hare today. That's for my Aussie family, of course. These three flowers came off a greeting card. They had a little bit of sticky stuff at the back to make them 3D. So I've just taken that off and I've popped that onto my page as well. Now I'm using my faber-castell Pit pen. I love them. They're alcohol based, so when you draw with them, there's this very short time that you have available to use them, smudge them in with your fingers. So that's what I'm doing here, just to make all the eggs pop. And of course I'm going to do the same around the hat and the flowers and the bunny. I did a couple of courses with Joanne Sharp, and she always suggests that you use a frame around your artwork, and her loosey-goosey style is exactly what I've done here. Now I'm doodling inside the lines, and eventually I will I love the Stickles. I wish I had more colours. I was very fortunate to get these, so I've decided to embellish the Easter eggs because this boy's got to be a glitter boy. I saw such a funny thing on Facebook the other day about an Easter bunny lying on the psychologist's couch, and he says, I don't know why I insist on making chocolate eggs and then having to hide them. Well, this boy isn't hiding his eggs, he's showing them off. One thing, make sure that the stickles are dry before you try and do anything else, otherwise you end up with them all over your page and all over your hand. Now I've taken out my Sharpie and I'm adding my sentiment. For those of you who have watched previous videos, you know that I use my own handwriting, and all I do is embellish it and thicken it up a little bit. My Sharpie unfortunately ran out. I took out another one, which is the DVD Sharpie, and it was a slightly different color black, so I had to just go over what I had written already. And here I'm finishing off. Now, I don't know if you know, but my Posca Pens are still on the way to me from the USA, and I can't wait to get them. I can just imagine the color that I'm going to play with once they arrive. But in the meantime, I only have the white one, and so I sort of try and use that sparingly while I'm waiting for the rest. My Uniball Signo pen is my most favorite tool for outlining my lettering. Sometimes the nib plugs up a little bit, and I overcome that by just wiping the pen on my fingertip. Trisch Rosema says that if you think you're finished, you're not. Go back and do more. So I fiddled around off camera. I'm sorry I ran out of camera memory, but I fiddled around eventually and added some more color, some more stickles, some doodles, etc. And you'll see that in the pictures at the end of the video. I do hope you've liked this. Please subscribe to my channel if you do, and give me a thumbs up. It'll show me that you appreciate what I'm doing, and it'll encourage me to do more videos. So watch this space, and I hope you all have a very happy Easter and that you've had a wonderful day, or as in South Africa, we've had a long weekend, so most people are at the coast, and I hope you've all had a very good holiday, and I'll see you all again soon. You take care now.